WhisyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I have something from Balcones in Texas. Their single malt rum cask finish, 62% ABV. Wow. So this is a 750 milliliter bottle that made it to Germany somehow. And the original Texas whiskey is what they write down on here. On the back we have batch number SMR20-1, I think. And it was actually then bottled on the 6th of February 2020. So here we do have the aged at least 35 months in oak, distilled and bottled by Balcones Distilling in Waco, Texas. Thank you very much. So what we have here is whiskey base number 173372. And I paid €79.90 for this. At the moment, at a few sites, it's going for 86 euros. I think that's a whole lot, but that's just my personal opinion. Now, I thought very briefly about what whiskey do I have in my collection open at the moment that has about 62%, not many. That has a rum, either finish or maturation, not many. And that was a single malt. And it was like, okay, if I take all three of those, I have one single whiskey. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this despite some laughter. Benriach single cask 2017 to 2000 and what was it here? It's 12 years old, so 2019 with 61.5%. Yay. So some of you are going to go, Jason, that's crazy. Well, is it? Here we have 4 sites pot stills. Here we have pot stills. Here we have rum casks from Rum Made in Texas by Balcones. Here we have rum casks. These rum casks were originally bourbon casks, went either to the Caribbean, I don't know, or to South America, and were used then as rum casks, were later brought up to Scotland, and then this whiskey was matured for 12 years in those casks. So, and we have about the same price. Well, this is 85 euros, this is 95 euros. Not that much of a difference. So the first difference we do see, though, is definitely in the color. Look at those two. Here we have a lot of first virgin oak. And here, of course, we have at least a third, if not a fourth fill American standard barrel. First time American bourbon, once as a rum, and the third time as a single malt. And I'm sure it's been used more than once as a rum cask. All right, very good. On the nose, I get a lot of oak. I get some lime very briefly, and I get a little bit here of a saltiness, like a salted caramel popcorn. Now, there's no corn in here, I know, but that was the first thing that popped to mind. A little bit like a Cracker Jack moment. Over here, it's much more of a sweet barley maltness. A little bit more of a cotton candy moment. Here we have a lot more of the herbalness, a lot more of the woodiness coming through. If I were to pick the two on the nose, I would go for the Balcones. It's actually not bad. And there's a tiny, tiny little bit of like a coffee mocha moment going back in on there. I have no idea where that comes from. All right, cheers. Now, before I do this, what was not apparently evident at the very first moment for me was the fact that Balcones makes rum themselves, and they use their rum casks themselves. If I read on the back of the bottle here, single malt whiskey has always been the drive and passion behind Balcones. Over the years, we have been inspired by and drawn to other spirit traditions, including the classic American spirit rum. After a few small batches of our Texas rum, we refilled the same casks with select Texas Single Malt, marrying two of our favorite things together to create a unique Texas whiskey. Bottled at cask strength, this is a bold single malt with notes of rock candy, spice cake, and toasted oak. And actually, that was one of the very first notes I got on this. Is on my German video, I said that we have rock candy. We actually put that in black tea, maybe up in the northern part of Germany. And there's brown rock candy or brown rock sugar, and we have white rock sugar. And this was the white rock sugar, and this was the brown rock sugar for me. And we have actually those, we said here, the toasted oak, and we have the, yeah, spice cake. That lemon gelatine type of moment in there. Cheers. First of all, I must mention 62%. I've had whiskeys with 62% that burn the nasal hairs, just destroy everything. Not at all. Well distilled, well made, well aged, well done. Over here, even the 12-year-old, the 61.5%, absolutely no problem whatsoever. Now on the palate, there's a little bit more of a bite, but still even that, both of these are actually exceptional whiskeys for the 60 plus range. Once again, my experience often is the whiskeys over 60% actually are drinkable, and some of the whiskeys in the 50s are like, oh no, I'm gonna die, it's hot. Weird enough. See in case 2 stacks from Ireland. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of astringency, a lot of oak, and then what happens is, wait for it, wait for it. Ah, I get this lemon moment. I get a lime moment, actually. I like this whiskey with its finish. This is something that's happening to me with Balcones a lot. It's like, okay, and then wow, a fabulous finish. It's just one of those skyrocket whiskeys. It's like one of those slow burns, and then it's like bam in your face. And I personally enjoy that. I enjoy, of course, a whiskey that starts here and ends here, but I enjoy a whiskey that starts here and ends here as well. And that's one of those whiskeys. It's like a slow burn, and then it's like bam. Oh yeah, nice. Like. Yeah, not everyone's gonna like this whiskey because of the woodiness in the middle and the beginning, but I hope many people would actually like that slow burn moment, bam, at the end. That is very, very nice. I like it. This is going to be a C plus, B minus type of whiskey again. Now I did put water in it in my German video as well, and the woodiness came in, the lemon at the end, the lime at the end was just destroyed. It was basically a C, almost a C minus with water. Drink it as it is at 62%. It's actually enjoyable. I don't need to put much water in it or any at all. Yeah, try it. Believe it or not, it's actually almost drinkable, but be careful. Don't go doing 12 drams of this in the night. This will kick your butt. All right, over here, the Ben Riach, the 2007 single cask number 11873. Very, very unique whiskey, actually. Basically only about 10, 12 euros more than this. 12 years older, so 12 times 12 is 144 months. At least this is 35 months, so you do notice a difference in that. 4 times older. But of course, the casks that were used here are also much older than the casks that were used here. Much younger wood. I described it as such. Here we have a young teenager with ADHS. Bing, 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 bing. Very, very overactive. And here we have a middle-aged guy with a pot belly who goes, don't make me run. Yeah, that would be my creative description of these two. All right. So what do you want to drink? Do you want to drink something a little bit teenager with a lot of activity and youth and drive, or do you want to have a relaxed evening and say, don't make me get up? So that's what this is. Mm. So here we have the fact that at the beginning it's actually better than at the end. Here we have a slow burn, and then the end is beautiful. I have a sawdusty type of moment. I have tired casks. If I look at the official tasting notes, actually Rachel Berry did this, filled this up. I don't know if she wrote those or not. So I'm the middle-aged guy that says, don't get up and make me run. Sweet malt sugar with oily sugared lemon and fruit syrup. Got the lemon, got the sugar. Compared to this is somewhat simplistic. This is a lot more energy, a lot more drive, a lot more complexity. Which one do you want? That's a thing you have to decide for yourself. Unfortunately, this was a single cask. I don't think you'll find this. If you are in the area where you can buy this, you could. Now, the only problem I have is at the moment the price. As I said, this is like 85 euros over here in Germany. It's way too expensive. This bottle, where is my bottle? For 40 or 36 euros, go for this. The Texas pot still bourbon, yes, it's only 46%, not 62. This is actually the place you should start. Then maybe move to the rye. If you like smoke, go to the brimstone. Try, of course, the baby blue and so on. But this is something that's fairly a deep pocket type of thing with 85 euros. Yes, it is 62%, but it's not one of those whiskeys you're going to pull out every evening, enjoy, and go, oh, wow, this is fantastic. This is one of those special occasion whiskeys where you go once a month, I need something totally different. Oh, yeah, let's go for the rum cask from Single Malt Balcones. Oh, yeah, wow. Bam. Thank you, ma'am. Good, but not wow. Therefore, I'm going to actually give this a D+ for the value for money. I don't think it's worth the money for what it actually delivers. All right, thank you very much. My question of the day is, what is your favorite rum cask whiskey? It could be a rum maturation or full maturation, a finish. I don't care. Is it something from Scotland? Is it something from Ireland? Is it something from another country? I had to think for a moment, and I remember doing this video, and I remember, oh yeah, it was Amrut. It was Amrut, the ex-Caroni single cask with 60-some%. Beautiful. And I also remember the 2 stacks with Barbados rum. That was an Irish single malt, fairly young, 3 years old, 60+%, also very, very interesting. So there's some good stuff out there to try. WhisyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, tasting rare and exotic, sometimes whiskey. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to tell others about this whiskey, maybe even put a post on social media and say, hey, look at this crazy guy tasting Texas whiskey, comparing it to Ben Riach single malt Scotch whiskey. Hey, and we almost won. Yay. All the best. See you soon. WhisyJason. Bye-bye.